Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Heather Highness, and this is a full moon reading for Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising signs. You could also be a cross watcher for the Earth sign in your life. The full moon was in Leo yesterday, so I just asked Spirit to give us messages guiding you guys. I already shuffled and drew the cards, so they're here in the piles. And I'm going to go ahead and lay them out for you, and we'll see what messages come through. Okay, Earth signs, let's start with your oracle cards. See, I drew from 6 different decks here. Your first card is self-love with the number 6. The number 6 could be significant to you. Maybe it's your lucky number or a birth date. Hematite, self-healing, grounding, right opportunities, justice. Okay. Koala spirit, spirit has a plan. With the number 35, that could be significant to you. Could also be an 8. 8 is an abundance number. And 6 is like a victory number. It's a progression number. What else? Gentle gardener. Number 2. Oh, look how ancestors overlooking them here. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. I wonder when the last full moon in Cancer was, or when the next one is. Maybe I can look that up for us, because I feel like that's an important message for you guys. And when I drew your cards, I got 2 for this one. I'm sorry. Defenselessness, writing past wrongs, uprooting. Very powerful card. Your life is a canvas. Artist, manifestation, creative accountability. Put that right there. Okay, let's dive into your tarot cards before I get started here. We have 7 of Cups. Queen of Cups. Got a lot of water so far. Blue with the Cancer here. Interesting. So this has something to do with your emotional side. 9 of Swords. This is the stress card, as you can see. I think I can put this right here. Yeah, that works. And Ace of Cups. I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards. Will that fit there in the end? Yes, it will. Perfect, because as you can see, you got quite a few cards here. I think I can only fit 3. So we'll just see how this goes here. Page of Swords. Seven of Swords. Cups and Swords. Ooh. Some intense energy here. Stressful, mental, emotional. 7 of Wands. See if that fit on the end here. Yeah, you can see that. And then these last two are the Three of Cups and the Lover's card. Interesting. I guess I'll just stick these right here. Oop. Okay, Earth signs. So, looking over these cards, there's a lot of cups and swords in your tarot, which is mental, air, communication, energy. And then cups are our emotions, opportunities, abundance, creation, love. And it's interesting how it ties into, there's a lot of emotional, the balance between emotional and mental over in your oracle as well. So in the beginning of your reading over here, we have self-love with the number 6. And like I said before, this is a victory number. It's a growth number. It's a balance number. It represents relationships and how we work with others, how we work with ourselves. And notice how there's these blooming flowers thick in her hair where her crown and head energy is, which is like your imagination, divine guidance, definitely like manifestation, listening to your higher self and like getting, what is that called? Inspired action. And whatever personal issue, so yeah, personal issue reaches resolution. Whatever you went through recently, because the last full moon in Cancer was literally the last full moon. It was in December, the day after Christmas, the 26th if you don't celebrate. And interesting enough, there won't be a full moon in Cancer this year at all in 2024. So that made this last full moon actually more, what's the word I want to say, like impactful. Because not only is Spirit saying like this is like almost like a faded altercation that happened, because we do see I'm sorry, righting past wrongs, justice here. And then over here, we see a little bit of betrayal going on. So something happened that was a means to inspire you and motivate you to work on your self-love practices. Maybe this was you speaking up for yourself, setting boundaries, acts of self-love, not just, how you talk to yourself and affirmations and self-care, but the actual acts of self-love that you put out into the world in relationships. Especially because this was in Cancer, this definitely points to, there's a lot of cards here, but this points to the home, safety, security, relationships, love, things that you nurture, tend to. And it was recent, so in the last month. But Spirit wants you to know that they have a plan, and you have ancestors overlooking you here. So as you can see, don't mind my TV in the background. It's for the dogs. I'm trying to keep the puppies occupied right now so I can do this reading for you guys. Ancestors, an older woman, perhaps it's a grandmother, an older woman that passed away that you're connected to. Doesn't have to be, but just that you're being divinely watched and guided through all your growth cycles, because you have like fetal position, birthing through the egg, and then thriving. Gentle gardener. This also points to, like the flowers here, your abundance and your prosperity and your ability to create, manifest, like we have here. You're definitely being guided this next month to do acts of self-love, grounding, tending to your own garden, so to speak. With 35, this could be your age. It could be a lucky number, or just for the number 8, that's an abundance number, prosperity number. So this definitely has to do with maintaining balance and growing towards just higher energies and versions of yourself that will bring more abundance into your life. Now, what's funny is that's almost like a double-edged sword, because also over here, your tarot points to being overwhelmed by all the good things going on in your life. There's a lot of 7 of Cups is confusion, but it's also imagination, options, choices. It's very dreamy energy, especially with Queen of Cups here. This is a lot of like emotional, I mean, it's the ocean, and then the deep, dark ocean down here. So it's like deep things that affect us deeply. Yeah, being overwhelmed by, and with Ace of Cups here, this is, new abundance, new opportunities, a full cup, overflowing with opportunities. But it's overwhelming you, or was overwhelming you, which is interesting to see that, like, you're doing so well that it's almost stressful for you. Maybe just also feeling overwhelmed with, like, where maybe you feel like you're in your feelings about not having a lot of focus or direction and having so many things around you right now. But Spirit has a plan. And the right opportunities are around you and will be around you for this next moon cycle. Because I'm going to say that, like, for me doing a full moon reading, that this applies for the next 28 days. This whole all these messages. Of course, we're talking about the past because it's pointing to the last full moon, which is so interesting to me. Very specific. We have here, I'm sorry, defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. There's chords here. And it's like, kind of shows the oneness of all of us, because they're like mirrored of each other, 2 sides of the same tree, all on the same level. I see a lot of, like, all these people and all these cards are all in the same level. Like, no one's better than the other. Which is why I think there's resolution here, despite the emotional side of it. And Spirit wants you to know that this next month, they want you to take creative accountability. Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation. Like, this is your time to do abundance rituals. This is the time to, because this is below the 7 of Cups, like, decide what it is that you do want to focus on creatively and bring into reality. I mean, it seems like you have a lot of good things around you, but maybe you just need some self-care, self-love, some grounding to, like, see it and feel it and use that as your personal power to manifest more, or the right things. Or, like, maybe now you have all these things in your life, but maybe you need to manifest, like, the right relationships. Ooh, that just hit me. That's probably what this really is about. It's about actually learning what your support is, your true support, the people that are really going to help you, Yeah, and maybe some things got some uprooted or whatever, whatever happened, because like this is right here. So this is definitely like, you know, there was some kind of altercation, a personal altercation that happened with somebody, but it happened for a reason to like help you see, like, what's the word I want to use? Like hone in on like who is actually, it can actually benefit you and who's actually like on your team. And maybe it's like going to make you more connected than even before. Because like there's definitely roots all entangled with each other here. Like it's deeply rooted. And maybe like your personal issues in relationships is a deeply rooted thing. So I don't think this is going to be the only time this ever comes up, but it just was like a hiccup or a blip or yeah, right opportunity. It was just and it was an opportunity for self-healing in some way. So despite it being uncomfortable, it was for the better. That's clear. And it's going to be something that helps you move into a more abundant creative energy in the next month. Now I want to draw our attention to these 5 cards because I feel like this has a very specific message. And I want to put them here so you can see them better. Because when I was reading them, I had to put them in a row for me to really get it. So see here how the first card is Page of Swords. Pages are, you know, it's Page, Knight, Queen, King, the court cards. So the page is the youngest, it's immaturity, it's youthfulness, it's because it's swords with the mental energy. Page of Swords is very curious, explorative, ready to discover, maybe a bit impulsive. That's more of Page of Wands. It's more of a fiery energy, but like mentally, feeling like because she has like a huge sword that's bigger than her, but she is able to wield it. Like it's almost like false confidence. Or just like mental, like overprotectiveness. But it's like coming from a head space, not from a heart space. So that means that it's not necessarily like right, you know, like or justified, I should say. But what's interesting is that you have the Page of Swords with 7 of Swords and 7 of Wands here in the center. She has this big sword, and then 7 of Swords has all these other swords, but it leaves one on the ground. So it's almost like this person, or maybe it's you. So this is either 2 people, or this is just all facets of yourself. You know, this is a general reading, so however it applies to you, take it or leave it. But to me, it's almost like bones to pick, and it's like there's all these other like things like burdens or like mental load type things that this person or you have to carry as it is, and it's like the thing you're gonna leave. Like leave it as is, like you don't need it. And I don't know if this is this person like towards you just like being like, hey, I'm like laying the sword down and I'm out. Like I'm not fighting you, because see how this person's ready to fight and this person's like, nah, I'm walking away. Like I got other shit to do. Or if this is you, it's just you like laying down a sword. Like it's just one of the battle, like you're picking your battles. It's just one of the ones that you're leaving behind because you don't need it. And then you're like moving forward because 7 of Wands is like standing in your truth. Or yeah, like looking forward to the future, standing up for what you believe in. It's like a righteousness kind of card. Definitely, you know, a bit of justice here, or feeling justified in some way. But it's also like overcoming hardships, because see how he has his foot up over the pile of sticks here. So, and then this wand he's carrying is has leaves on it. So it's not completely dead yet. There's still life in it to carry forward. So it's almost like turning all the mental burdens into like a strength. This does point to like, okay, so two things, like looking forward to like celebrations in your life, like deeper connections, like, you know, higher vibe, higher frequency decisions, because this Lovers is also the choices card. But this could also be talking about like trust, like not like being more like wary, I guess is the word I'm thinking of. Just like being more aware of, you know, how people respond to things, and like using that as, you know, this is part of self-love. This is part of self-healing, like, and part of boundaries and tending to your own garden. It's just like choosing the higher road, choosing love, choosing friendship, choosing the good times, but also just like being, yeah, aware of like, you know, being aware of like whether, so if this is like all you, like being aware of the thing that makes you draw your big sword, like what triggers you, basically, you know, grounding and healing that in some way, uprooting, having an opportunity to look at it for you to move forward towards this Ace of Cups, this new opportunity. Or if this is two people, it's like this is the one person, you know, pulling this out, and you or the other person being like, nah, I'm not into that. I'm gonna focus over here, because there's a lot of good stuff over here. We got rainbows, love. And I mean, there's definitely, it's funny too. It's like with the snow and the ice, and it's like, yeah, it was definitely something that was being focused on, but you overcame it, or whoever, you know, you're connected with in this, because I do see two people here. You know, one of you or both of you overcame it for the betterment of friendship and celebration, and just, you know, being supportive of each other, which you need. So yeah, I guess the main thing here is using this time, like, you know, this did happen last month, so you should have had some time to like heal. January is kind of a slow hermiting kind of energy, winter month, tending to the home with the crab here, and just not getting caught up in any of this, like the Seven of Swords energy, which is the like feeling betrayed, just a negative loneliness energy. Like, don't get stressed out by this, and focus on moving forward. Focus on the good things you have in your life. You have a lot. And even though it's like these cups can also be the things that burden you, there's an opportunity here for uprooting those issues, bringing them to light. The full moon always illuminates things. So something was illuminated this last cycle, and use that towards your creativeness and your creativity and your manifestation rituals of like what you really want. Like maybe it's helped you clarify what you are missing in your life. Because that's one thing about the universe is that, like, you kind of have to be careful what you wish for, because sometimes, the approach and how things are delivered aren't always how we would like them. They're not the easiest. They're not the most comfortable. They're not the sweetest, nicest, kindest. Sometimes, you have to be shocked or jump-started, uprooted, have some kind of altercation for things to come into your awareness and be illuminated, and for you to have certain energy to move forward and create. But yeah, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, it looks like you have a lot of great opportunities around you. Don't get too stressed out about it. Whatever happened is now in the past. It's done. Spirit has a plan. Just keep tending to your garden and maintaining balance and keep your growth path. You're on your way, and Spirit wants you to know that your life is a canvas. So make it what you want. All the planets are, none of them, they're all stationed direct. There's no retrograde right now until April. This is your window for setting intentions for this year and getting things started. I hope these messages resonated with you, Earth signs. If you liked this video, please hit the like button, comment below, subscribe if you haven't already for future readings. Please let me know in the comments like what you would like to see from me. If there's any specific themes that you'd like a reading about, I want to do these more and more and more. So I want to hear from you and what you would like me to read about, because we can have some fun with this. But until next time, much love to you guys, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn.